Top of the morning, ladies. My name is Chez, and welcome to the, or should I say, welcome back to the What If Deck, or not, or I meant Dragon Man. So, what if Dragon Man was in Seven Deadly Sins? That was a weird thing. So I stumbled over my words, so don't worry. So, where we left off, she was gonna ask him to go on a date with him. Like with her. So basically, him would be like start to date. Mm-hmm. And at first, he's trying not to break any hearts. So he's that kind of person. As, yeah. So, as his aura, when he was sleeping, or when he was just laying down, he told her from, like, when he was in that she, of course, it was the same area that he knows that got sealed in the internal thing. As when she heard that he became a holy knight and a millionaire, and all that stuff. As she knows that she knows that he cares about her. As they're like, okay, so you're telling us that that traitor Meliodas is alive. Yes. He is. And it's been, as they're so shocked when he heard when they saw him no, even like they're happy as a clam. And when sorry, about that. My throat was just gonna hurt. So the he when or he looked at his brother or his little brother, the Zartros, and he told him that, I tried my best to make sure all of you were safe and sound. As he says, "Main brother, I know that you tried your best of to saving us back there or back then, but the cost of you losing your body at the cost to save those three, or to save all of us from was kind of hard." Yeah. As You know I'm always kind to you and all my friends, family. Okay? Hold on. As as he gets woken up, as he sees her, and then all that stuff, as he says, or in his own head, he says, he's probably gonna kill me or her. Depends on. Yeah, so, yeah, as he's trying so hard to wanted to say no, but she. Well, so he, as he's like, eh, let's say at night, she goes to bed, and or she actually went to bed with him, like cuddled with him, as so she's like blushing. Of course, and she never had a boy or the dragon, or she never slept with a dragon before. So, in his dream, he went back to tell, as he tells Dareri that, or actually, he told his brother that because his brother was the only one awake, everyone else was asleep, so he tells Zarathos that the don't tell Dareri, but I'm getting forced by a wizard girl. Nope. With a weird helmet and, and as he shows the what he and his brother's like, man, you're such a chick man, aren't you? Yeah, but there's one thing, he's still, or he's in love with Nary no matter what. And really bad and just on saying no to. But I also know that it won't or breaks their heart. Okay? I don't want that. Huh. Well, you're, and please don't tell Derry that might get upset. Okay, I won't. But probably after you leave, then I'll probably. Or, yeah. As next morning, he gets up, as he with her still sleeping in his arms. she knows how, as he's like, he's trying not to, like, wake her up. Because he's a he's a dragon. As he in his own head, he's like doing what she's doing. She's trying to think in his head, or he's trying to think in his head of. Remember when the girl was, oh, as yeah. So they both got up. Then he didn't realize that she was like in her nightgown thing. So yeah, and he's like, "What the heck?" So yeah, sorry about that, my stomach. So yeah, he basically was craziness. It was pretty crazy when in the demon born from a demon realm, talking to the this realm and it or race, and then of course the person from your demon race fell in love with you and asked you to go on a date with her. You say sure, and then you end up dying from like the jaundice thing. And plus you come back and then you end up, or actually I forgot about the her. So vampire hears wanted to go on a date with you uh, and yeah, it was all that screwing it with a head thing. Like basically basically her her and her. Plus he's a big dragon, so he could swallow Lady Diane and whole if he wanted to. Like, just look at her. His one of his mouths could like swallow her whole if he chose. Because she's a giant. I'm using her as a reference. So yeah. So he's more embarrassed than he's trying not to. And the fourth person that asked him to go on a date with was her. And so she and her asked him together. As he's like, okay. And he's more of like, what the heck? Why am I being a chick magnet? In his own head. And he, when he told his own sister, or no, when he told his own brother, like after the battle with this, and he had his name cleared, or their names cleared, so he's like, oh, why is it always me? And Meliodas is like, well, you're the buffed up guy, and most of the girls can't resist the buffed up guys. Plus, you're a dragon, so that's on top of it. And they never actually dated the dragon before. As he's like, you're only saying that because you're actually dating Elizabeth, aren't you? Yep. And your brother's dating a vampire. Air. As he says, so are you, but as he's like, yeah, because one, they, or she asked me to do it. And as he walks away, as Meliodas knows how he's feeling, as plus when she saw him, what's with him, by the way, Meliodas? Well, he's going through love things, like dating things, and you probably know my brother best. He's terrible at saying no on that. So as he's like, as he says, on what? Like you said, he can, or he. What do you mean? As Meliodas tells him that, well, your sister tells or asks him to go on a date with her. And he knows that if he says no, it might break her heart. Or does she even want that? As yeah. So yeah. So basically, when he comes out, as as Diane's like asking him and or Dragon Man about his height, because she actually asks him about how tall is he if he was in his dragon form, as he says, "Well, do you want me to show you how tall I am?" Sure. As he transforms into or back into his dragon form. He was born as a dragon, but turns into a human and then yeah. So when he shows his four heads as here, let's grab that picture, shall we? Where is that dragon man? Unless I'm blind, I'm. Oh, there it is. Okay, so because he grew. Who? Here. You know that size of his tip of his nose? Like just that pointy arrow? Yeah. From a tip of his nose is like the like Lady Diane's entire body. Ani was. Because his from his yeah, he basically grew to a size of the entire like he could wrap his tail around the entire like castle or entire village. His head would be like twice as tall. And when she saw his dragon form, even Holy Knight wanted to say, "There's a dragon! Kill it! Kill it!" And they're like, "No, no, no! That's Dragon Man in his real form. In his as he turns his head, as he looks at them and says, "Yeah, I'm not any old dragon. I was born as a dragon, got turned into a human. This is my real form." As his mouth, when he opened it all the way, like it unhinged like a snake. As Bond's like, "Ooh, so you're basically," and we never seen a dragon in our lives like what you do. Well, the plus us dragons, it depends on which one. If you were Dragon Bond, you would be in the greedy dragon. You want all the gold for yourself, and whoever got near you, you would just shot fireballs at them. As, but there's one thing that I really do care about: family and friends and nature. So, and Bond, I know that you might not see what I see, but I treat you as my own brother. Okay? So don't get any crazy ideas. Oh, I won't. As they start chugging, as he says, "Huh, what is this? Some type of beer? Or some type of..." As he tries to look down, as Gother said, or actually, because as she never, or she thought he never, or actually, Meliodas tells him that this is the alcohol thing. And no, I don't want to be demonetized. So, yeah. So he is teaching his older brother how to drink bourbon thing. And he grabs a big, like, he uses his tail, or he became like, what is that person? The one, he became like what she is. When he actually, he drank more times than anyone. Like, he could, as he sticks his little head through, as Morning shines, as his entire body, or his entire head fits right through the door. As he was sleeping outside, he curled up in the ball and, like, as the fire thing was inside. As, yeah. So, as he, what's cooking? As they realized it was, as the Gother says, oh, that's just the hat that keeps himself warm. That's how the dragons usually work. That keeps their bodies warm. As, yeah, so she ends up, like, because his body was immune to fire and cold, so he's, plus, yeah, so, as he told, or when he was sleeping, they don't see how embarrassed he is. Like, his face turns absolute red. And like, kind of like what she does. And the Lady Diane, even all of them, is trying to wake up him. As Meliodas knows him really well. So he needs likes. So even Gilthunder's trying to wake him up by striking lightning on him Yeah, but they they didn't even realize that he. How does your brother even sleep like that before? Never seen a dragon sleep like as he lifts his head up. That's easy. As he as he starts cooking, as as they see his body's moving, and like he could smell it as he grew to a size of a like when he it smells delicious as plus when he saw uh, how big the Dragon Man's original form was, it was probably bigger than a entire kingdom. Yeah. As he goes over, as they he says, "Okay, how about we both agree?" They went in first, and then him, or like his head, fits right through, as he transforms back into a human, as yeah, as he as she or like all the looks like they're trying to as they even the king Emil or whatever that's called. I can't say their name. Says, huh? And as they see the like eh, like goddesses comes around, like shows up out of nowhere because someone broke a seal. As he, huh? And like all that stuff. As he turns one of his heads, and he knows that he's the man that like sliced his head off in the first place. As he's like he he lifts his own body up as he goes in. It's not polite of me to hold grudge against someone, but they know, or he knows that it's Dragon Man. As he says, "Can I punch you for those times that you, or for that time that you chopped my heads off?" As he says, "Sure." As he turns his arm back, and he punched so hard that even like sending them flying. Yes, you're still same old, same old. As yeah, he was basically mad, but he calms down a lot. Like he breathes in, reads out as he tells him that it's not good for me to hold a grudge against someone that is in the Goddess clan. As as they he knows that he deserves it because he's really upset at him. As yeah, so even him and the small fry, where is he? And him were like they know that they can't believe that he survived it. Huh. And as he drinks like 20 gallons of those beers. Like he basically drank like the entire ocean as he like sits down um as he says huh, or as they're like, how are you not like wasted? I'm a dragon, remember? I have a immunity to poison stuff. So basically, I can never be poisoned. So I can drink as much as I want. So yeah, and he says, "Huh? How about that orphan that? How would she feel if she saw you drinking this much?" Huh? I don't really even know who. Yeah, and as he but he does know that the is actually it's it's not giving me any of a poison thing like what you guys have. It's giving me something that's different, like different opposite to side effect. Like what? Well, hmm, I can't put this in words, but I do know, living in this split timeline thing, as they're like, as, let's say, hey, where is he? Right here. So he ends up, remembers when they first met. He says that I'll tell you in the future. As he tells him, what did you see in there? As he's away from, like, them, every dude, don't tell Elizabeth. But I saw her dating Meliodas, and then then the image changed on me into she has a curse that we all know of endless cycle, people and all that stuff. But plus, I also saw some giants that didn't evolve in the fight battled against us, saying that we weren't, or we were responsible for ending the war. Okay, so no big deal, right? And as a but I'm also, I know that I'm a dragon, and the rule is like you have to date one person at a time thing. But there's 4 girls. The vampire girl, and he's trying to, like, he actually says the names, but I don't even know who. Well, thank goodness you actually do know how well all this plays out, don't you? Yeah. As as he says, as four or no, so she heard the conversation as she says he's already dating it's my chance, but I'm more worried about if they, as he flies up behind. Can I help you? Doesn't much. It's just well, I get so overwhelmed. As she knows that as she tells me, or she tells Dragon Man that he doesn't, or hope you don't mind if you can date all 4 of us, me and the other 3. Yeah, I don't mind that at all, dating all 4 of you. As they're like, yeah, come on. As yeah, so as they as yeah, of course she's getting upset. Why isn't he responding? As probably Zaratras is, or saying like he's probably chatting with someone. As I'm gonna check on him real quick. As he flew. As he like lands. As when she looks at him, she knows that he's, as she tells him, where have you been all this time? Got a lot of things to sort out. Plus, you really don't want to know about it. There was, as he, as, please do tell. Oh, well, the, for, like, because you all know that I'm a flippin' dragon. Yes, we do. But there's some of those people, like, I know that I always love on her, or Derry, because she's the woman that understands me. Yeah. Plus, as they decided, oh, how about, we never dated a dragon before. As they decided to send, or no, they send the three girls, or no, two girls went and asked me. The third one, and you know that vampire thing that I destroyed? As they said, yeah. So, as he says, well, she asked me out on a date too. So basically, I'm screaming in my own head right now. Or, okay? As she's like, huh. And plus, Derry knows that he's terrible of saying no to. Plus, she also knows that he has a kind heart, so that's why she likes him. As he tells her that I don't mind hating all four of them. You as one, the vampire girls two, and those two holy knights. As he says sure, or as he has four heads, so basically each head dating, yeah. So as Joel is like, huh, well, anything else? Well, do know that as as his own mind, as he's grabbing his own head, like, stop that right now. As they're like, what's going on? You never had these such freakouts before. It's the, give me some time to think. There was, keep seeing in the future of what will happen. As they're like, yeah, he see, as Malaskla walks up to him, like, taps on his forehead, and she sees the what will happen. As she's couldn't believe what he's seen. So yeah, then time skip to the like basically to the end. Like basically like to a future where she is like gonna kill oh like her. So he knows because he actually is bigger than the goddess. So he basically ate his own, or no, he ate Elizabeth's mother whole, or like, as because how big he is, he ate her whole. As of course, their area is still alive, so and plus the eh, her and like him or no her, sorry. So and when he like as he tells his brother Zaratras that he's joined her back, as he remembers the he like barfs out the little pebble of where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Of her. So yeah. And then she popped back in. Remember I kept my promise to you all those years. As he couldn't believe that she's still alive. as as he parts out another one, it was her. So yeah, so basically her uh, to who like or one of her and the where is the other one and her Nehiri, he finally confesses to all four of them that he would date all four as Avia. So yeah, he so they accept, and he got like after they were dating, they got married to him, and he basically like after the and what else? They even got like and they had two children per each wife that he has. So he basically has 8 children. Yeah, that's crazy. he was a good parent, and plus, if any, like, monsters or anything that even tries to break into the house and try to kill them, he has the, like, basically his own tail wrapped around the entire house. And he's also a good babysitter when his yeah, when Meliodas and Zarathos asked him to go take care of their kid. And he does that, and he sees a giant as he tells them that he knows that one thing. As Gil Thunder's like, can you transform back into your old self? Sure. Secret transforms as his own, like, wives and sons and daughters were on his back. So he basically flew away. As he says, there's as he's as they're like, ow, 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 that's my tail. As he swings his tail around, as Derry is like, leave our son, or no, leave our husband alone. As he's like, as he tries to, he's bigger than, like, Lady Diane. As he tells Lady Diane that he'll be going to check on all that stuff. So, yeah. So, this is the end. So, bye-bye.